What's up, everybody? Thanks for tuning in today's video. In the last video, we talked about how to meet Filipina girls as a black guy. In today's video, we're going to go a little bit more in depth about Filipino girls in general. And we're going to talk about 10 things you need to know about Filipina girls. So we got Iman back on the video today. Say hello.
Hello, guys.
Okay, cool. So let's just get right into it, right? So the first thing we're going to talk about is number one. Filipinas are pretty average in height. So, one of the things you notice about being in the Philippines is a lot of Filipino girls are on the shorter side.
Yeah.
And when I say height, I'm talking about like maybe 5'1", 5 foot and below. So definitely some of the shortest girls I've seen in Southeast Asia. But what do you think?
Yeah, I've seen from here in the Philippines, I've seen a girl with average height 5'4". Like they're pretty short, and I've met one like 4'11", which is more pretty. But I don't know, but I think it's more of their culture. Like the height is the only disadvantage they have. But,
yeah, I agree. And there's some girls even shorter than that. There's some girls 4'6", 4'7". So I would say there's probably some of the most petite girls in Asia. You can regularly find girls that weigh under 100 pounds. In kilos, I guess that's like about 40 to 45 kilos or something like that. So if you guys are looking for these girls that you can kind of just pick up and toss around, definitely one of the things that make Filipino girls stand out in terms of Asian girls in general. Okay, so number two. They are the prettiest and the thickest girls in Asia with good shape.
Yeah, I can't doubt that.
So definitely, guys, if you're into thick ladies, I'm telling you, Philippines is full of them. Now, not only are some of the girls here petite, but they've got thick thighs, nice round asses.
And they have great shape. Like Filipinos, like they work more on their body. Like the backside, they want to have, they try to copy this American shape. They want to have big body. They want to have a great shape. They go to the gym. These girls, they work more on their body. They want to look more physical and prettier.
That's true. And you'll even notice, even with some of whether the girls are like young, like 20 years old, or even some of the older women.
Yeah, you'll notice.
They're really after that curvy shape. I would say if like the Kardashian women and how they are like kind of in American culture, kind of like the stereotypical body. Yeah. It's a similar thing here in the Philippines.
I met a lady. If you saw this lady, you would think maybe she's like maybe 30 or 29, but actually she's a 42 years old lady. But her shape and everything, the way she take care of herself, she look more younger that age. But she's pretty old already.
Yeah, I've noticed that too. You'll see a lot of Filipino girls, they'll say like they're in their 40s and they look like they're 24 or 25 years old.
Yeah, they have great body.
Yeah, they have nice bodies. And of course, a lot of it's the weather and the fact that living on an island, you're walking a lot and you're exercising a lot. And I think that tones up the body more so in other westernized countries where the women are mostly sitting down. Yeah. I know it's like in America, we call it flat ass syndrome.
Yeah,
because they sit so much, so the ass literally flattens. Yeah. Crazy stuff. Okay, next point. Number three, they are interested in dating and marrying older men. Now, this is one of the things you're really going to notice.
Yeah.
If I had $1 for every time I saw a young Filipino girl like 18, 19, 20 years old with a guy old enough to be a grandfather, I'd be a rich man,
Yeah. But, most Filipino also, they're not all. Not all, but most of them they prefer guy with more muscle, six-pack, and all this kind of fancy stuff.
Yeah, there's definitely room for everybody. So if you're an older gentleman, if you're like in your 50s or 60s, you can definitely come here and get a young, beautiful girl.
Filipino is a home for that. Philippines is a home for old man to get a beautiful girl.
But also, if you're like a fitness addict, if you're like an athlete or really into physical training, you can come here as well and get girls that prefer that too.
I can say Philippines is like a home for a foreigner, like a home for like a vacation.
Exactly.
You can easily come here and get a vacation and you can enjoy yourself because it's like everybody's black, white, this is home for a foreigner, home for, it's a free country.
Yeah. It's got a little bit things for everybody. And you don't just have to go to like, the stereotypical foreigner going to the red light district. It's really not like that. In this country, the female to male ratio is like 5-1.
Yeah.
So you're going to walk around this country, no matter how old you are, no matter how tall you are, no matter how rich you are, there's going to be a woman here for you. You can kind of carve your own niche out. If you want to get into the fitness girls, you want to get into the thick girls, the tiny girls, the taller girls, you can really navigate your way. And the thing about older men is that a lot of Filipinos are also interested in marrying older men. So, here it's like a traditional culture. So a lot of the women here work, but a lot of them prefer to be taken care of. And that's where, you brothers are older, your 40s, 50s, and 60s. If you're looking for a nice, loyal wife, someone who'll cook for you, take care of you, this is one of the best countries to do it, particularly because they speak such great English here. There's not a huge language barrier like there is in Thailand. Okay, number 4, which brings me to my next point. Number 4, they speak the best English. Filipinos speak the best English in Asia.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
so,
that's true.
So, me personally, I've been to China, Japan, Thailand, and Philippines. And you?
Yeah, I've been to Philippines, but this is my first country. But I'm amazed with the level of English they speak, because not all go to school, but with the level of understanding. But I'm really amazed with the level of speaking.
Yeah, and guys, like the English is so good here. Now not every girl here speaks like perfect English, but
they give it a try.
They're gonna try, and almost every girl speaks some English.
Yeah.
So I know a lot of brothers are talking about places like Brazil and Thailand, places like Croatia, places like Colombia. There's a huge language barrier there.
Yeah.
I mean, you're going to go there, you're going to have a great time, but the language barrier will really, it's going to get to you, some of you. And it really depends. Like, if you want to go there and you spending some time there, that's fine. But I know a lot of you guys are only going to spend 1 week, 2 weeks. 2 weeks is not enough to learn a language. So
yeah.
The good thing about the Philippines is you can come here for 1 week. You don't really have to learn another language, If your vacation's short or your trip is short, you're going to meet girls and you can communicate with them right away. So obviously it would be best to speak Filipino, which is called Tagalog, but it's not really, really necessary. So it's one of the good things about the Philippines. And if you if you're not really from an English-speaking country and you want to improve your English skills, I know a lot of people that actually come to the Philippines to take English classes, and it's much cheaper here. I mean, I've had friends who basically just spoke French, and within 3 months they were speaking English fluently. So you guys, if you younger guys are interested in going to school here, that's another option as well. Okay, number 5, they are more of mixed color due to the popularity of foreigners in the country. That's another thing. I noticed that Filipino girls tend to have, it's very mixed here. You've got
mixed with Spanish, mixed with Africans, with Americans, many.
Yeah, the girls here are very mixed, and you're gonna find a little bit of everything. You've got brown skinned girls, really dark skinned girls, light skinned girls, Chinese looking girls. It's kind of like a big menu of choices. You know what I'm saying?
Many choices.
Many choices. Yeah. Okay. So number 6. They are more romantic. Okay, so we want to tread carefully here. We don't want to say anything to really offend anybody. But in my point of view, Filipino girls are really enjoy the bed. They like to have fun in bed, and they're very romantic and very sensual. And if they like you, they're gonna ask you.
Actually, if a Filipino ladies like you, they will do everything just to make you happy.
Yes.
They will always, they won't say no to your request. They always be there, like anytime you want anything. Just make the request. If they really like you and you really, prove to them that you are responsible.
Yeah, and the thing about that is, like, once you find a decent girl here, she'll cook for you, she'll clean for you, she'll keep you satisfied, both physically and mentally. So, I think a lot of it is that Spanish influence, that romantic Latin culture, that's kind of a big part of the Philippines, because Philippines literally named after King Philip, the Spanish king, when they colonized the Philippines hundreds of years ago. So you're definitely going to notice that here. It's more of that Latin romantic vibe here. That's another reason why people call this place the Mexico of Asia. Okay, number 7. Filipinas are very emotional. So you want to talk about this one?
You don't want to hurt a Filipino girl. No, that's the truth. Because you don't want to hurt a Filipino girl.
No.
They will make everything hard for you.
Yes.
Because they will prove to you, oh, this is my country. You can't just come to my country and shit on me and treat me bad. So they have this emotional stuff. Like when they are emotional, just calm down, because they don't have a way of controlling themselves when they're emotional.
And another thing you'll notice is, like, if you get a Filipino girl upset, they have this cultural thing called, like, tambo. I think that's how you pronounce it.
And the government is always behind them.
Of course. The government always behind them. But a lot of times, if they're really angry at you or upset about something, they'll give you a long silent treatment. So, guys, if your Filipino girl, like, just stops talking, it doesn't mean, like, she really hates you. It just means she's upset at something, and she's just trying to be silent just to, like, de-escalate, avoid arguing. It's not like Western culture where you talk things out, you know. Yeah. You'd be like, hey, what's wrong? Let's talk. No, it's not like that here. They just shut up and get silent. And then usually that lasts like a couple days. But after a couple days, it's like everything's fine. But one of the things you really have to worry about is, like you said, if you really piss them off, you're going to be in trouble. Yeah, so number one thing I would say is, if you're digging a hole with a Filipino girl, stop digging. Sometimes, you know, as a foreigner here, there's so many girls here. You don't really have to, like, force things with a girl that's giving you problems. You know, you can easily just stop talking to her, stop responding to her texts, stop responding to her calls. You know, just avoid contact with her to kind of de-escalate the situation.
Yes, but do it in a simple way. Don't do it in a hard way.
No. Because they're emotional and they might lash out at you. Yes. Yeah. So you have to be careful about that. Okay. So, number 8. Filipinas are hardworking and smart. Now, guys, coming from a Western country, it's unbelievable the things that Filipino girls do here to, like, keep a job. I'm talking, like, commuting 3-4 hours one way, you know, to work at a job that maybe earns them like $300 to $400 a month.
They don't even care about the distance. They care about the money. Yeah. And you know, they just want to involve themselves in something. Like, they can, you know, they are family oriented.
Very much so.
So they want to take care of their family. They want to make sure their family is stable. Mm-hmm. They want to provide everything for their family, even though they are not up to the age. You know, I have a friend who's 19 years old. Okay. She's 19 years old, but, you know, she has to work 2 jobs in a day so she can feed her family. Yeah. Because she's one of the breadwinner. Because there's no father, so she have brothers, you have sisters, so she just have to do that, like a sacrifice, just for the family to be okay. Yeah, I noticed that a lot of Filipino women here are single mothers, married, sometimes very young, maybe 16, 17 years old, a single mother. Majority. And she might be the sole breadwinner for her entire family. So when she goes to work, she's not only taking care of her kids, she's taking care of her uncle, her mother, so many people. So, you guys, when you see these girls, when they talk about their jobs and stuff, just realize, like, they're working their asses off, and they're not even getting paid like a normal American or Western salary. So, which brings me to another point, you know, for them to be able to, like, work so hard and take care of damn near everyone in their family, you know, they're really smart ladies. I mean, they're not just earning their money and gambling it away or getting drunk at the nightclub. They're squeezing in the Philippines use pesos. They're squeezing every peso out of that salary. You see what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So it makes them very smart and also very good budgeting. Brothers, if you're looking for a lady to help you budget your finances and stuff like that, Filipino girl will find out a way, like, you can walk down the street and save like 2 pesos. You know what I mean? They are good in savings. Yeah, they're really good in savings. Very good. Okay. Number 9. Filipinas are submissive if you are nice to them. So, Filipino girls, okay, so there's this thing in Asia, like, all Asian women are submissive, and that's just not true. But the thing about Filipina girls is that really what you give out, you get back. So if you're nice to them and you take care of them, and taking care of them doesn't mean, like, buying them, like, you know, an expensive purse or, like, taking them around in your expensive car. It just means certain small gestures, like
like being nice to them, holding the door open for them.
Give them a time.
Yeah.
Whenever they need you, make sure you're there. You know, that's all they want from you. Like whenever they call you, hey, I'm here. I need you something like this and that. Yeah, just make sure you're there. Just that little time is okay with them.
Yeah, and if you're nice to them, like it's not like in America. So you know, growing up in America, there's this whole thing like nice guys finish last, and you have to be a bad boy, jerk, asshole, and that probably works on like American women who are like, you know, it's just a different type of way of life there, you know. But here, it's like being nice isn't a sign of weakness. It's not like a bad thing. It's like how a man's supposed to be, you know. So you don't feel pressured to like be aggressive and like a bad boy or a thug. Your brothers, we like to use the word thug.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A thug. You don't have to be a thug here, you know. If you're a thug here, people are just gonna like stay away from you. They're just gonna like be like, what's wrong with you? Why you act like this? You know? This isn't you know, the jail or something like that. That's where thugs go in Philippines. They go to jail.
They go to jail.
And they go to jail, and the Philippine jail is disgusting, and it's not like American jails where it's like you're watching TV and
there's no TV.
There's no TV.
There's no TV here.
Brothers, don't bring any. I'm not calling you some of you guys out, but I know some of you. Sometimes you guys get a little out of control. Don't bring the thuggish, out of control behavior to the Philippines. Just be nice and respectful to these girls. That's really all you need. Just being cool and black is enough. Like, there's no reason to like make things any more complicated. Okay, and the last point is number 10. Filipinos are some great cooks.
Yeah.
So, wow.
You know, for someone like me, I like to eat a lot.
Yeah.
And I have this friend, like, whenever I call her, oh, what do you cook? You know, she has these different dishes. Like, I don't know how they do it. Like, they have different dish on that table. Just choose the one you want.
Yeah.
And everything's okay for you.
Yeah, Filipino girls are great cooks. I mean, and they can cook from anything. Like, they can go to the store and grab a few ingredients. They're not following recipes or anything.
They don't follow recipes. They just go straight.
Yeah, they go straight into it.
They cook from different things. They cook from different recipe. They cook from different everything.
And the food's delicious, guys. And me personally, living in America, I've lost like in pounds. I've lost like 10 to 15 pounds living in Asia. And I'm still eating a lot of food, but the food I'm eating is healthy. And it's not full of chemicals. It's not full of GMO. It's not full of all these crazy chemicals.
It's natural,
yeah, it's natural and it's organic.
Yeah, it's organic.
So when your Filipina cooks for you, she's not cooking something that's going to give you a bunch of problems. She's not cooking something that's going to make you gain all this weight and feel tired all the time. She's cooking food that's going to make you feel good. And then when she makes you feel good, you make her feel good.
Yeah, you both of you guys make each other feel good.
Yeah, that's one of the nice things here. You can bond with your Filipina girl over food. You know what I'm saying? Okay, guys. So that's our 10 points for today. Like I said, we'd love to hear your input. You know, what do you think? You know, do you agree with us? Do you disagree with us? Tell us what you think. If you've been to the Philippines yourself, have you found that what we're saying is true, or do you think that some of the things we're saying are not true? Let us know. And
drop your comments.
Yeah, let us know your comments. And like I said, if you want us to talk about any more topics, just let us know in the comments. Or if you'd like to send us an email, just send an email to editor@expectkings.com. Or Iman, you're gonna set up the.
No, you just use that.
Yeah, it's okay. We're gonna set up a separate site for this channel as well, that you guys will be able to come on and ask us questions there as well too. But that's in the future, but we'll let you know about that. So thanks for watching. Again, guys, we're making these videos for you. You know, we're here to help you. We've been living here for quite some time. We know a lot of you want to come, so we're giving it to you real, and we're giving it to you from a black male perspective. No filler, you know, no BS propaganda. This is how it really is. So we really appreciate it if you would subscribe to our channel and support us. Okay, so anything else you have to say?
Thank you.
Okay, thank you for watching, and take care.